here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 eggs in here that I'm going to go ahead and get scrambled up. That's going to be our base to go into the frittata cups. I hope that this is enough. I believe I wanted to make that full 24 today. So I have those eggs ready, beaten up. And as you can see, I have some chopped spinach, baby spinach I use. I also have some chopped grape and cherry tomatoes, some diced red onion, some sliced mushrooms. I use the baby bella mushrooms. I just prefer those. They're a little heartier, kind of taste like you're eating meat. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I apologize. And some diced red pepper. And some minced garlic. You guys know I love garlic and onions. So definitely got to put that in. I will saute all of this up to go into this egg frittata mixture. So let's go ahead and get that started. I am going to turn on the pan. Have a little butter. Got about 2 tablespoons of butter and a little olive oil. So I'm going to turn that on so that it can get warm. And we're just going to saute those vegetables that's going to go in to that muffin tin. Now, you can do it multiple ways. You can put after I saute it, you can put it into the muffin tin, or you can mix it all in with the eggs and then just drop it into the egg muffin tin. One thing I do want to say, as you see, I do have heavy cream on here. There's been times when I've made a full frittata and I use heavy cream in it just so that it holds even better. Today I'm going to opt out of the heavy cream. It's a matter of preference, heavy cream, half and half, whichever you like. If you want a little bit more fat, you can add that. Today I will not add it, but it is part of the recipe that I do use when I make the larger one. Don't necessarily have to use it for the small ones, but we'll make it for the large ones. I hear that sizzling over there, so I'm going to take all of these different items, some spinach, some tomatoes, they don't necessarily have to go in there. I'm going to put some diced onion. Oops, got my glove. I wonder what was happening with my hands. Turn it down a little bit. So I've got onions in there, some spinach. Just want to make sure we get it all. Mushrooms. Mushrooms is a really great substitute for a meat substance. So you can, especially the portobello mushrooms, you can take those and marinate them and then grill them, saute them, whatever you like. Now, isn't that a nice medley? Oops, got that other important ingredient, garlic. The tomatoes I'm going to add in afterwards. Of course, add whatever it is that is to your liking, your fancy. I am going to try it a little different today. I can add a little salt and pepper to this. As a matter of fact, I can, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to use this Sazon Tropical. It does not have any MSG in it, or it's a really good little flavoring that will kick up your seasoning that you're going to be adding. Once again, my name is Nathalie Robinson. I'm here at the Bowden Senior Facility. Hoping everybody is doing great today. I want to get through these items so that we can at least see the finished product. So this is just getting yourself prepared to make some items ahead of time so that you can go ahead and enjoy in the morning or for brunch or lunch, whatever. Eggs can be eaten at any time of the day or night. It's not relegated just to the daytime. So now I have this ready to go into, it can either, like I said, it can either go in the mixture or in the muffin tin. So because I have a little bit of time, I'm going to opt to take it and put it into the muffin tin so that this way I make sure everybody has a good amount of vegetables in it. I need a little spoon, excuse me guys really quick. Thank you. So I'm just going to scoop it up. Like I said, I'm doing my best to try to make it 24. I may have to come back and make some more. But right now, all I'm doing is spooning in, I guess it's about a tablespoon or so, of that vegetable mixture that we just sauteed. Some onions, mushrooms, red onion, baby spinach, garlic. Yeah, and that's it. I have the tomatoes that I will add in afterwards. And that's just to make it look pretty on the top. I just always like food to look colorful and pretty so that you're enticed to eat it. Don't want anything that you're not enticed to eat. So like I said, I don't have a tablespoon, but it's about that I'm adding in to every muffin tin. Not going to quite make the 24, but that's fine. If I have to grab some more eggs, I will. I'm sure you guys won't mind. Just want to make it as easy and simple and pretty as I can possibly do for you. How's everybody doing today? Anybody out there today with me? Hope that you're doing well and that you're enjoying some of these cooking classes. We'll be together again soon. Not sure when, but we will. So now that I have everything inside of, I have that mixture in there. We could, as you see, I have my eggs already whipped up, ready to go. It's going to go inside of that muffin tin, just grabbing a little scooper. I apologize. I'm trying to be as prepared. Okay. So now, all I'm going to do, whatever's easiest for you to ladle it in there, fill the cups about 3/4 of the way. I am going to take my finger and just mix it around in there to make sure. I have some cheese here that can go in it as well if you like cheese in with your eggs. I did not do cheddar, I did mozzarella. Mozzarella is better for O type, blood type, so I want to make sure I get a little taste this morning as well. So you hear me talk about blood type every now and again, just because I'm doing my best to eat for my blood type so that to stay and remain healthy. So mozzarella cheese is considered one of those fake cheeses, so it works out well. But here we go. These egg frittata muffin tins. Easy to make, easy to pop right out. Put them in a Ziploc bag or a nice sealed container and just pull it out and heat it up when you're ready in the morning. So once again, I need to make this measure all the way. I've got 4. Doesn't look like my 10 eggs is going to make it all the way. But I'm going to, ooey gooey. I'm going to make it work. Even if those are smaller. You know the egg will rise. Like I said, I used 10 eggs. I could have used that full dozen, but I took the other 2 for the pancake mixture. No big deal. Some have a little bit more than others. Still the same thing. So there we have the egg muffin. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure everybody's all mixed up in there. Bring some of that to the top so it's not all on the bottom. And I will top some of these with some cheese. But what I'm going to also do, you can mix the cheese in if that's better for you, if you like it that way. These are a little fuller, so they may come out over the top. But you try to fill them up about 3/4 of the way. So now I'm going to take these tomatoes that I cut. You can saute them and put them in if you'd like. Today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put them in the top. So when it finishes cooking, it looks even prettier. You have those tomatoes, and like I said, oops, got a couple too many in there, but that's okay. Just adding those tomatoes so that it could be colorful and flavorful. Just a little extra layer. Everybody doing good today? Hope that you are enjoying this little cooking demo. Once again, we're doing meal prep planning, making wiser choices, just trying to get you to eat a little bit healthier and make some things ahead so that it's ready when it's time to eat. Look at that, I cut up the perfect amount. Okay, everybody. So now we have the egg frittatas ready to go into the oven. As we always talk about, I have a convection oven here at the kitchen, so it heats up hotter. Some people do have a convection oven at home. I will be baking it at 350 for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven. You go ahead and increase yours by 20 to 25 degrees just to have a comparable temperature of what I have. So here we go in the oven. I am going to set the timer. I'm going to set it for 15 minutes. And it's at 350. So, that's done. On to the next thing. Pancakes from scratch. Here we have a mixture. I didn't put any cheese on those frittatas, but that's okay. I think everybody will be okay without it. So here we have, in this bowl, I have flour, sugar, a little salt, baking powder, and that's it. And I blended it all together. Wanted to make sure I was ready for you guys this morning. And in this bowl, I have unsalted melted butter and 2 eggs. So, what I need to get, 1 second guys, I needed 2 eggs this morning. Just keep watching. I'm not far away. Just grabbing another utensil to use, and I'm turning on this griddle to get it ready for these eggs. I mean, not eggs, for the pancakes. So, as you can see, like I said, I have the butter and the eggs in here together. I needed to move quick because it was starting to congeal. Also have some vanilla flavoring, which it doesn't ask for it, it doesn't call for it, but it's what I like to use when I make pancakes, waffles, or what have you. The butter is starting to, like I said, congeal. So now I need, and some milk. So this is a double recipe that I'm making here. I just doubled it. So all I'm gonna do is just make a little well and add that. I apologize, here we go. Make that little well. Put in that butter and egg mixture. As you know, I have some vanilla in there as well. Some people don't like vanilla. Some people like other flavors. So now I will begin to pour in the milk to get it to the right consistency with the flour. It called for 1 1/4 cups of milk. Anybody wants the recipe? Very easy. Just type it in on the internet. Easy recipe for pancakes. Not a hard thing to make. We don't need Aunt Jemima this morning. We're gonna make our own. I love Aunt Jemima pancakes, don't get me wrong. But it's so easy because these are all ingredients that more than likely you have at home. So why not make your own? And pancake batter, you can make it today and use it for a couple of days. So, and the good thing about putting the butter in this recipe, it helps so that, it gives it that wonderful flavor, of course, but it also helps when it goes on the grill. which I have heating up. And here we go. Got a little bit more mixing to do. Once again, I just use some flour, baking. I always get it confused. I don't know why I always want to say baking soda. Baking powder. This is all-purpose flour. Baking powder, milk, sugar, eggs, butter, and some good old vanilla flavor. Vanilla extract. It's okay if you've got some lumps in your batter. They will work out just fine. It's good to have a little lumpy batter. It doesn't have to be totally smooth. We're not baking a cake. We're just making some pancakes. So I'm going to take that and just sit it on top of here. Now, the only other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use my goal was to use a scooper, so just give me one second. I have other utensils right here. Never far away. I'm at the opposite table today. So I'm going to take a 1/4 cup. I'm going to use that to scoop my pancake mix. So, as I said, I have this griddle. I don't know if you guys remember, I used it the other week. So I have like about a medium flame. I've already sprayed it with some cooking spray, but remember the pancakes have the butter in it. So all I'm doing is taking a 1/4 cup and gonna put it on there. This way they're all pretty much the same size, uniform, as best I can get them. Ooh, it's a little warm in here today, but it's always hotter in the kitchen than other places. Can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Isn't that what Grandma used to say? Somebody. Just trying to keep it light. It is really warm. But we have all of those pancakes going on there. The one thing about this wonderful griddle, I love this griddle. And then on the other side, I have the grill. This is a Lodge product, but whatever it is you have, or if you have a cast iron skillet to cook them in, or a frying pan, whatever it is that you have. I just happen to have this griddle that I brought in. So here we go. We got a 1/4 cup of pancake mix in there. Whoa, a little warm today. I'm gonna take my glasses off. And you know, when you're working with pancakes, I'm sure everybody's familiar. When you begin to see the bubbles in the middle and the edges, then you know it's time to flip it. But in the meantime, anybody have any questions for me today? Questions? Any recommendations? Looking for some ideas from anyone. If there's something in particular you'd like for me to prepare, you can always reach me here at the Bowden Center, whether you want to send me an email or just drop a call. I'm always willing to speak through. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm a little hot today. Willing to speak with folks who attend here, the HJC Bowden. So we're going to take a quick look at what's going on over here in the oven with these frittatas, these egg muffin tin frittatas. They are already rising up. If you guys like to come a little closer just to take a peek in the window and just take a look, I'm going to open it up briefly. Look at that. They are coming up just as nice as they want. I'm looking forward to eating that this morning. So they have about 5 more minutes or so because I put it on for 15 minutes. So smells as if I need to go ahead and get to these pancakes and give them a flip. Look at how nice and fluffy they are. Some people like a thinner pancake. It's just a matter of preference. I don't mind the fluffy, thicker pancake that we can make. Me grabbing utensils above. So as you see, it's time to flip. Oh, they're coming out good this morning. Not a lot of bubbles, but enough. You know that first batch, that one's not ready. This one might be. Yep. I'm just gonna leave those like that. I also have some blueberries, so the next batch are gonna have some fresh blueberries in them. I love blueberry pancakes and waffles, and that's about the only fruit that I like to eat within, you know, the fried dough. But everybody has a preference. Went to a really nice place the other day, had brunch. My daughter had a nice blueberry, blackberry compote that was made with her French toast, which was absolutely awesome. So of course you can change up the flavor of your pancakes by adding different types of fruit, along with also adding different flavorings, extracts. So some people like to add almond, some people like lemony. It just depends on what it is that you want. What type of flavor it is that you're looking for. Look at these pancakes, they are coming out perfect. I'm just stacking it to get it ready to put on a plate. I'm gonna turn that one back over because I think it needs a little bit more attention. That one's ready. They are fluffing up really good. So I hope everybody is doing well today on this Tuesday morning. I'm just stacking these to get them ready to put them on the plate, and then I will be putting what's that? Every time you think you got everything here, sometimes you gotta walk away. But here we go. I got some pancakes. I'm gonna go ahead and stack them here. And we're gonna go ahead and make some more, but with blueberries. How about that? I think folks, I'm gonna turn this one down. I don't really need to spray it again. It's still pretty well coated. I'll start from this side. And like I said, I like a fluffy pancake. If you want it a little thinner, of course, add more liquid to it, and that will thin it out. If you want it a little bit more oily, add more butter to it. Everything can be varied. Nothing is set in stone when it comes to cooking. Try a recipe, you don't like it, or you think it needs this or it needs that, why not? Make it your own. That's how we all begin. Besides our first teachers that show us what to do in the kitchen. Mom, grandma, auntie. All I had to do was watch. They didn't let me really help them too much. But they were just like, you know, whatever it is you want to do other than cooking. My two grandmothers, they were funny. But I learned more from them just by watching that I think they'd be pretty proud of today. But once again, here we go. We got 8 more pancakes on there. Like I told you guys, I am going to blueberry these. I think blueberries are a great complement to pancakes. Hold out my hand. Just adding some blueberries. A little breakfast here at the Bowden Center. I hope everybody will enjoy some breakfast this morning. I'm looking forward to serving you guys some fresh food soon. And when the time comes, when it's right, how's that look? That's about right. That's good. It's a good amount of blueberries in there. Got a little bit of a mess over here. No worries, but it's 10:27. So I don't want to take too much more time. I didn't hear the oven go off. But here we go. Egg frittatas. Oh my gosh, they look so beautiful. Look at that. They're always a little puffy when you first pull them out the oven. They will begin to shrink but I wanted to show you that finished product. And I hope that you take the time to make these. They're really great. You like scrambled eggs, some vegetables. It's almost like getting your omelet. I didn't put cheese in it, but of course you have that option. So here we have our egg muffin tin and some pancakes. I think that's a great breakfast. Brunch, add a little fresh fruit to it, and you're good. Thank you so much for joining me today for our lesson on egg frittata muffin tins with vegetables and some homemade pancakes from scratch. Thanks again. This is Chef Nathalie at HJC Bowden Senior Facility. Take care and have a great day.